So what are you looking right now is my trading account sitting at $1,110, and exactly 7 days ago, this account had only 500 in it. Now, I'm not showing you this to flex or make it seem like this was some sort of insane result that nobody can repeat. I'm showing you this because the exact Forex strategy that I used to grow the small trading account is honestly one of the most easiest and most repeatable trading setups I have ever used. It's simple, powerful, and once you understand what exactly you need to look for in the Forex market, you can start using the same idea to grow your small Forex trading account. So in this video, I'm going to show you the trades that I took, walk you through what I was seeing on the charts at that moment, and then of course break down the full trading strategy step by step with a live trade to prove that it all works. So I think without further ado, let's begin. So before we move any forward, I really want to show you something that actually made my day. One of my VP members from my Signals group actually passed his phase 1 profit challenge. As you can see in the screenshots right over here, I was so happy when I saw this. It really made my day that if you can follow this trading strategy the way it's supposed to be, you can be one step closer to becoming a funded trader, or at least making that extra income if that is your goal. So the trading strategy that I use to double this small trading account has 3 simple steps, which is direction, location, and entry. So we're gonna start with direction first, which basically means that on the 15-minute time frame, you have to see whether the market is bullish or bearish using 2 exponential moving averages. So as you can see, I already have them on my chart. The blue line is 50 exponential moving average and the orange one is 20. If you don't have them on the charts, simply click on indicators, type in EMA, double click on the moving average exponential, and adjust the settings accordingly. So 50-minute time frame is for the overall market direction, so you will know what trades you should be looking for, because I always say that you should never fight against the market trend because it could lead to more losses than wins. So ideally, make sure that you are trading along the trend, along the big institutions. So 50-minute time frame in this case is bearish, and then what you want to do is to go on the 5-minute time frame and see if you are seeing the same bearish or bullish bias, which in this case, as you can see, the price still remains below the 2 exponential moving averages, which means we have strong bears in the market. But that's pretty much it. So the second step of this trading strategy is location. So when I talk about the location, I always want to look for a supply or demand zone. So if you are in a bullish market trend, you want to look for a demand level to trade from. If you are in a bearish trend, you want to look for a supply level to trade from. So for example, we have AUD USD on the 5-minute time frame. So you want to identify those supply or demand zones on the 5-minute chart. So for example, over here, this could have been a good trade. So this is supply level right over here, and as you can see, the price touched this level and it shot towards the downside beautifully. So when it comes to the take profit and stop loss levels, you could place your stop loss just above the supply level, or if you are in a bullish market, you want to put that stop loss below the demand zone. And then of course you can target the next supply or demand level. So for example, over here, if you took this trade from a supply level, you can easily target this demand level right here at the bottom. So let me quickly mark that down. And this could have been a beautiful trade. As you can see, a beautiful risk to reward ratio, by the way, 1, 2, 3, stop loss just above here, and you can easily target that demand zone at the bottom. Now, if you want to get a sniper entry, what you can do is simply go to the 1-minute time frame and see if there is another supply or demand zone sitting inside that 5-minute one, which could also give you a better entry. So in this case, I don't see any, but if let's say there could have been one, just imagine, just like over here, you could have easily entered your trade right over here. Your stop loss could have been smaller, and then your target is bigger, which could give you a better risk to reward ratio. And in both ways, you could have a good trade. But as you can see, even on this AUD/USD trade, if you took that trade, here you go, it could have been hit your take profit target. So, oh my god, this trade really distracted me. Well, we're going down. If you're trading from a demand zone, this would basically look other way around. So let's quickly do that. So you have demand zone right over here. You would wait for the price to pull back into this zone, right? Then of course you would place your entry over here, your stop loss below, and then of course you can target the next supply level. You can also look for the previous swing point or any resistance level, and then of course once you are in the trade, you are managing that accordingly. So it seems like I also covered the last step of this trading strategy, which is the entry one. So of course, when it comes to your trade entry, you want to look for some sort of confirmation to enter your trade, which usually you should look for bearish or bullish engulfing candlestick closures. Hammers also works beautifully in this particular trading strategy and in trading in general, because if you see one of these candlestick closures next to a supply or demand level, you immediately know that the pressure is still there in the market, and whether it's a long or short trade, the buyers or sellers are ready to push the price further down or up. So I think you should look for bearish, bullish engulfing candlestick closures, hammers, and Marabuzu also works extremely well. So I just remembered that I nearly forgot to tell you one more thing that I also follow when it comes to this trading strategy, and I also utilize, which is the Fibonacci retracement. So when it comes to Fibonacci retracement, what I would simply do is I would use the most recent swing to see if I'm in the cheap price area. So let's assume that the trade is right over here, right? The price is touching that supply level. What I would simply do is use the most recent swing and drop my Fibonacci. So from the top to the bottom. And as you can see, this candlestick is touching 618 level, which is the zone that you are basically allowed to sell. If the price pulls back deeper into the zone, so I can quickly mark it just like this. Let me quickly do that. Yeah, so even if the price pulls back deeper into here, you're also allowed to sell, because of course you would get better entry, better risk to reward ratio. And then of course it would also work in the opposite direction if you are buying. So you would simply, let's say that over here we have our demand level, and then of course you would want to see that, let's say this is the recent swing, then of course you want to see that the price is touching 618. You want to enter over there, setting your stop loss like this and aiming for the next supply or the previous resistance level. But basically 618 level is where you want to enter your trade. This is the cheap price in the market. This is where most of the traders enter their trades. So of course you want to also do that as well, because nobody wants to enter the trades on expensive price. Everyone wants to get there on a sniper entry to make the most money, of course. So before we jump into live trading, I quickly want to mention this, that when I was doubling this small Forex trading account, I was only keeping it to major currency pairs. And in some cases, I was also taking 2 trades at the same time because of correlation. So when it comes to correlation, let's say I spotted an opportunity on Euro USD, which I did. We can quickly go over the trades. I also took GBP USD because they both heavily correlate, which means at that moment US dollar was strong and Euro and GBP was weak. So I took same trades, the same side, and I doubled my money. So I just quickly want to show you both of these trades that I used correlation on, and I doubled my profits on it. So this is Euro USD. As you can see on the 5-minute time frame, the price nicely pulled back into that supply level. I was risking 6 pips, and of course I was aiming for this demand level right here at the bottom. As you can see, I did hit my take profit target, but then the trade even went further down. And now look how GBP USD looks like. As you can see, exactly the same. So when I saw, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these bad boys all together. And I used 6 pips as well, and in this case I closed 30 pips of profit because once again I had this demand level at the bottom because the price action looked very similar. The dollar was weak, and as you can see, you can also use correlation if the market gives you an opportunity to take 2 trades at the same time. That's what I did, and I was very happy about it. Okay guys, so when it comes to the live trading, what basically happened is I was getting ready to film this video you are watching right now, and I was watching, the charts, putting my makeup on, all that kind of stuff, and I spotted a beautiful trade opportunity on Euro USD. So I'm very happy that I started screen recording. So what we're gonna do here is quickly go run through this trade, what basically happened, why I took it, and how it eventually turned out. So Euro USD on the 50-minute time frame, as you can see, the price is trending below 2 exponential moving averages, which is already great sign. Then of course on the 5-minute time frame, the same scenario, the price is pushing into those lows. As you can see, every single time the price is making lows, we are in a bearish market structure. The price is also below the 2 exponential moving averages, which is good because, as I said, you don't want to trade against the overall market trend. You want the 50-minute time frame and 5-minute time frame trending in the same direction. So let's see what I did next. Of course, as you can see on the 5-minute time frame, we have this beautiful supply level. So this is what I was aiming to enter from. And then of course I basically scrolled to see where is the next demand level that I could potentially look and market for my take profit target, which is the one on the 15-minute time frame in this particular trade. So basically I just marked it. We're gonna move it forward, and the next thing that of course I did is I used the Fibonacci. So from the top to the bottom, as you can see, 618 somewhere where I'm looking to enter the trade. I also went to the 1-minute time frame, and I also saw a supply level sitting inside the 5-minute one. So I was thinking, okay, if the price kind of pulls back deeper into this 1-minute supply level, I might take another entry, which is of course would be a better one, more optimal risk to reward ratio. I was also checking the DXY, which is the US dollar index, and at that moment the dollar was extremely strong, which likely means the euro will go down. I was just basically waiting for the price to pull back into the zone where I want to enter my trade. It's rejecting and I'm in my trade. I'm aiming for 269 pounds in this case, and as you can see, this is the kind of candlesticks you want to look for. As you can see, long upper shadow. What it means, the sellers are here in the market and it's likely to push lower. Beautiful trade. I was still getting my makeup done. As you can see, the price was fluctuating, not making any drastic moves. Kaboom! Going down. Look at this candlestick. Going absolutely nuts. Nearly hit my take profit target. We are still heavily going down. Another wick right here at the bottom, testing my nerves. That's absolutely okay. And I think not too long it actually hit, but I was away from the chart and I did not notice that. I was like, oh shit, I could have closed the trade. And I think eventually I did closed at around 240. Yeah, 246 pounds in profit. What a beautiful trade that I took. So I hope this little trade proved that this trading strategy works once again. I doubled my small trading account using it. I took this trade this morning to prove it works, and I believe it went down even more. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed making it for you because I just want to tell you that in trading, absolutely everything is possible if you put work in. If you enjoyed it, you like it, you comment down below. I always appreciate every single one of you. Of course, if you want to become a member of our VIP trading group, which is the best signals group in the world, we dominate in the markets every single week. You know what to do. There is first link in my description box down below. And I also recommend watching this video right over here. Full of knowledge, full of value. You're gonna learn a lot. So make sure you click one over here right now to watch it. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!